This week on Channel 8 News, we take a look at how Northwest Study Abroad program works. The University Police Department purchases new vehicles. A Northwest journalism class takes over the Iowa caucus, and we find out the city's snow removal procedure. Channel 8 News starts right now. Good evening and welcome into Channel 8 News. I'm Rachel DeYoung. Northwest is a second home to many students studying abroad, but how exactly the program works is something many don't know much about. James O'Connell, Channel 8's own international student, has the story. James?
Hello, my name is James O'Connell and I'm here reporting for Channel 8 News on the exchange program here at Northwest Missouri State University. I interviewed Jeanette Prial, the exchange organizer here at Northwest, about this program and what it means to the university.
The exchange program at Northwest started in the 1990s. Right now on campus I have 8 students from 4 different countries, and abroad this semester I have 14 students in 8 different countries.
What is the main aim of the program?
To promote academic experiences abroad and cross-cultural engagement of our students in different countries. We know that the knowledge acquired through a study abroad experience is not, it doesn't happen only in the classroom but also outside of the classroom. We want to have students exposed to different teaching methods and different cultural experiences.
I also had a chance to talk to Lexi Edwards, an exchange student from England, about her experience coming to Northwest for the first time.
I received an email about an opportunity to study abroad in the US, and I thought it'd be a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity and it would give me a chance to get some media contacts in the US. I've settled into the accommodation. I'm in Tower Suites and everyone is really friendly and I've made some good friends, and also they've helped me with some of the cultural differences as well that I've come across whilst being here.
We can now see the value of this exchange program and its importance to Northwest moving forward.
Thanks, James. The new year brought with it a few changes for the University Police Department. Our producer Jacob Wood has the story. Jacob?
For many people, they say, a new year, a new me. And for the Northwest Missouri State University Police Department, that's exactly what they're doing. University Police started off their new semester with 2 new rides for their officers. We sat down with the Lieutenant of Operations, Amanda Cullen, to get the inside scoop on the new wheels.
The type of vehicles we purchased is a version of the Ford Explorer. It's a police interceptor.
Why the need for the new vehicles, you may ask? Well, according to Cullen, it's been 10 years since they've replaced their cars.
It has just made a huge difference from a 10-year-old vehicle from now, especially with what we use as far as radios, our digital radios, and our even your ability to charge your phone in a newer vehicle. It just completely changes.
Since the vehicles are police interceptors and not a normal Ford Explorer, there are some features that you can't find in a normal car.
The wiring is built to support the electronics and the extra usage we have on the vehicles, as well as the seats and the floorboards are a little more heavy duty.
Students will most likely notice the new look with the cars, but something they may not notice is the new lieutenant. Cullen left the department in 2004 but came back in 2015 to work in the dispatch area. Then she accepted the lieutenant position at the new year. We asked Cullen what made her come back to Northwest.
The people are always great, have always been great, so just keeping in contact through the years. And when the opportunity arose and it was a good fit for my family, that's when I decided time to come back. Yeah.
Cullen says she's excited to be in this position and is looking forward to the future.
It's a good fit, and I'm excited for it, and looking forward to what it brings from here on out.
Reporting from University Police, I'm Jacob Wood, Channel 8 News.
University Police wasn't the only department making changes for the new year. A new political journalism class in the Mass Comm department traveled to Des Moines for the Iowa caucus. Channel 8's Katie Peterson takes a look at how the class got ready for the event. Katie?
Today I sat down with Stephen Chappell to find out more about his political journalism class that's covering the Iowa caucuses, and we talked about what he believes the students are getting out of this class.
I think they get a lot of things out of the class. Some of them are political novices, so they're learning about the political system hands-on, firsthand. Some of them are very much political junkies, and this is an opportunity for them to get their hands really dirty covering actual politics. In addition to that, they really learn about the journalistic process of covering the media, or the media covering politicians, and politicians' response to the media, and how the media are treated on a national level. I think it also gives them an opportunity to learn just how sadly biased the media are toward particular candidates and particular issues. And we're talking about that as well as developing a coverage plan for the politicians as they come into the area and for all the upcoming political events. So I think they'll learn how national politics work. They're going to learn about how state politics work because we'll be covering the Missouri primary in March. So we'll come back from the Iowa caucuses and then start planning how we're going to cover the Missouri primary on March 15th. At the same time that we're working on that, we're going to work on how we're going to cover the Maryville and Nottoway County local elections on April 5th. So the class isn't just a one-off on the caucuses. We're doing politics all semester long from a national level down to a local level.
The Iowa caucuses are Monday, February 1st at 7 p.m. For Channel 8 News, I'm Katie Peterson.
Thanks, Katie. After this, Angela Luna will update us on this week's forecast. We'll be right back.
Welcome back to Channel 8 News. I'm Angela Luna. Let's get into this week's 7-day forecast. A possibility for a big winter storm could hit us the start of the week with blizzard-like conditions just in time for Groundhog Day. Starting on Monday, there will be showers turning into freezing rain in the evening, then changing overnight to snow with a high of 39 degrees and a low of 29. Tuesday, there will be a 90% chance of snow with a high of 31 and a low of 14 degrees with snow accumulating possibly up to 12 inches. Wednesday, the snow comes to a stop, but bundle up, Bearcats. There will be cloudy skies with wind gusts up to 30 miles per hour with a high of 20 degrees and a low of 9. Things start to slightly warm up to 25 degrees on Thursday with partly cloudy skies and a low of 11 for the night. As for the weekend, you can expect partly cloudy skies with a 0% chance of precipitation for Friday with a high of 35 degrees and a low of 21. Saturday will be 32 degrees with a low of 17, and wrapping it up on Sunday with a high of 34 degrees and a low of 15. That's all for your Bearcat forecast for this week. Stay tuned to Channel 8 News for updates on this week's winter storm, and when we come back, Rachel DeYoung will have the latest. Stay tuned.
Welcome back to Channel 8 News. Thanks for staying with us. With winter weather taking its toll on the Maryville streets, Channel 8's Maureen Proxel spoke with City Manager Greg McDaniel to see how the city handles the snow. Maureen?
Snowstorms have buried some parts of the country, leaving many without power. When that happens, Maryville residents might wonder what will happen if such a storm hit home. City Manager Greg McDaniel says that when the snow builds up, a crew is ready to hit the streets.
A 6-person designated staff and a few snow plows and some product that we keep on an annual basis for snow removal efforts.
Should a storm yield so much snow that there's no room on the side of the streets, the city has plans for that too.
After we plow the avenues, we do come back in and load as much snow as we can and either put them on city-owned lots or other areas in the community. We also have a landfill area which we can use for temporary snow storage.
Designated emergency snow routes take effect when the winter storms come to Maryville. When that happens, McDaniel says the city asks vehicle owners to move their cars off the streets. Also, after a heavy snow, the salt trucks come out too.
We use a mixture of salt and biomelt, which really assists us with not only melting the ice, but also kind of assisting with melting that snow.
McDaniel says that while the amount of salt needed depends on snow volume, the city can store up to 350 tons. And of course, always move your car in the event of a declared snow emergency. Keeping the roads clear allows the plow operators to make the roads safer for everybody. For KNWT Channel 8 News, I'm Maureen Proxel.
Thanks, Maureen. We'll be right back after this. Welcome back to Channel 8 News. I'm Rachel DeYoung. Now let's take a look at this week's Northwest event report. Wednesday at 5, Northwest will host a Black History Month game night on the second floor of the Student Union. For more information, contact Multicultural Student Success at mss@nwmissouri.edu. Thursday, the Northwest women's basketball team takes the court at home against Lincoln University at 5:30, while the men face the Tigers as well at 7:30. On Friday, the Northwest men and women's track teams travel to Lincoln, Nebraska to compete at the Frank Savine Husker Invitational. On Saturday, both the Northwest men's and women's basketball teams will face Lindenwood at 1:30 and 3:30 in Bearcat Arena for the annual Pink Zone game. The Pink Zone game supports breast cancer awareness and research and will feature a silent auction, including Northwest items signed by members of the Bearcat basketball teams. All proceeds will go toward a local individual battling cancer. For an in-depth look at Bearcat sports, be sure you stay tuned for Bearcat Update right after Channel 8 News. That's all the time that we have for this week. For up-to-the-minute coverage of stories that matter to you, like us on Facebook at /Watch Channel 8 News or follow us on Twitter at KNWT 8 News. From all of us here at Channel 8 News, I'm Rachel DeYoung. Have a great night.